Hello, humans. Welcome back. It's another Thursday. I can't believe it's Thursday already, Granny.
I know, it's amazing, isn't it? The week has just flown, really flown.
If I had my way, it'd be a 7-day work week. Everyone would be Saturday, Sunday, work twice as hard.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
I don't know. Well, like I said, I stumbled across something the other day, and apparently there's a pro-villain movement, so maybe I can get behind that.
Oh, is there just? Well,
yeah. At least with villains, you know who's stabbing you in the back.
Well, yes, you know where you stand, I guess, and you'd fit in quite well into that community.
That's right. Well, that's exactly right. And how are you, Granny? Before we get to the chat and say hello to everyone.
I am very well. It is going to be quite a warm day. This will be the third day in a row. I will crank my air conditioner up after a bit. It'll be, we had 38, 33, and I think it's going to be around about that 33 again today.
Yeah, hopefully it's not too hot. Global warming is increasing the the water temperature over here, so I might have to do the same and throw some electrical devices in the water and see how I go. Might even turn into an electric eel.
Sure. Now, boys and girls, I just want to say too, because Octo and I are having a bit of a race at the moment, and it's called a subscription YouTube race. So sub to Octo's channel, please.
That's right.
He's way behind me. I feel a bit sorry for him.
That's right. I'm the ugly stepchild in this relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. We better move on to the chat and say hello to our beloved humans that have come and graced with us for their presence today. Rob, hello, welcome from the West. Here for some Victorian grumpy Granny math. So what math were you doing, Granny?
Not yesterday, the day before, I showed on my Golden Nugget little series that I'm doing how to calculate return on investment.
Oh, okay. I'll have to one day get around to watching your videos. I haven't even started yet, but hey, I'm pretty sure they're good. Uncle Wayno tells me they're pretty good, so I'll have to take his word for it. Yeah,
they seem to be going quite well. Very popular, really.
Well, I'm surprised. Maybe you're the draw card for this channel.
Maybe.
Yes, we're just waiting on the grumpy Granny to outrun her nursing home orderlies. So she's here now. Blake, he's moved into America. Look, he's international markets. He's trying to expand a little bit.
Yes.
Told them it twice. You need to place the orderlies in the corridors with the blowpipes.
With the darts in them, yeah.
Morning, Kayfan. How are you?
Good morning, Kayfan.
Lisa from Florida, sorted the homeowner's consignment items so I could sit here and not feel guilty about doing nothing. So Lisa's been, and I'm hoping I got the right Lisa here because I'm sure there's not more than one in the world. You've been doing some YouTube shorts, I've seen, Lisa. So, by all means, flick over there. Pretty sure her YouTube channel is, would be that.
Lisa from Florida.
Oh, that's exactly right. Yeah. Go over there and have a look. It's pretty good. It's just pretty much documenting her journey. And from what I've gathered, it's the start of your YouTube journey. So, go over to have a squeeze.
Beautiful. I'll go and have a look.
Morning, Cindy. How are you?
Good morning, Cindy.
Morning, Sarah. How are you?
Good morning, Sarah. You all nice and fresh from your holiday, Sarah? I see you've done wonders with your little storage, your new storage shed, I should say.
You need to come over to my garage and fix it up. I'm swimming in Skylanders at the moment. It's giving me nightmares. Yes, we're still here in the future, so I haven't taken over yet. So you're safe for another day. You're late, so I might have to come and start a live to clash with this one. Well, hey, you might hit the peak of 3 people. So let's.
True. And I will admit it, boys and girls. It was actually my fault. We were late this morning because I was actually chitty chatting to Octo, telling him a little story.
And that's right. Yeah, she's always up to no good. Nefarious Nana, that's what her new name is. Anyone wants to jump in, more than welcome to pop in and say hello. We're just going through the chat today. We're going to talk a little bit about what we're going to talk about in the podcast for next week. So I won't give it away yet, and I'll probably say too much later on as well. And take out the bottom of our podcast.
Do I know about this?
No, we've talked about it. We've talked about it.
Yes,
it's not my fault that I was going to say, not my fault that dementia's catching up. While you're at it, Blake, send me the link as well.
Well, Blake can put his own link in. He's got a spanner.
No, he's talking about the live he's going to run in conflict.
Oh, okay. Yes, okay.
I'm late again, Graham. what can you do? Yeah, being a world-class dictator, you have to be late a couple of times. Morning, Thrifting Old Style. How are you?
Morning, Thrifting Old Style.
I personally will come to that live, Blake. I'll do two at once. Riley, how you going, mate?
Morning, Riley.
Anthony.
Morning, Anthony.
That's our favourite person.
Anthony's son, Ashton, on Chris Furlong's live last night when he won some Pokemon cards, and boy, he got the banger of all bangers of Pokemon cards.
Did he?
Probably,
Did you get a fat
probably
Pikachu?
one of those cards that would be worthwhile getting graded, I think. No, it was Charizard. Super cool one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Was it a rare one? Well, hard to find, or
yes.
Okay. I haven't dealt with Pokemon cards for a couple of years, so. Morning. Welcome wherever you are. You're probably on your way to South Africa now, by the looks of it.
Yes, you need to tell us what your actual name is so that we don't keep calling you from UK to PNG to AU, whatever it was.
I was about to say, I can't even say simple words, let alone that. Our beloved Uncle Wayno, how are you, mate?
Good morning, Uncle Wayno.
Okay, even K-Farn's beat me in the sub count. Look at this, jeez. Yeah, she's probably
Wouldn't be hard.
I was about to say, it's not nice to kick an octopus when he's down. I bet you both to 1,000. Yeah, well, not everyone buys subs, mate.
Yeah, you're probably already there, are you?
Yeah, he's like 1.3. I think. He's doing pretty good. Yeah, for the quality of his videos, he's doing really well.
He is. His videos are a lot of fun. He's, got a bit of fun happening now, and
you can't suck up to him. He's going to be running a competing live. We need all the help we can get. I'm nice and cool in my new improved space, playing with all my new toys to live from Queensland holidays. Glad to have some deals while relaxing. Yeah, nice. And that's the best time. Like, whenever I decide on invading a town or something like that, I'll just peruse through Facebook, and something phenomenal will pop up when you're least expecting it. So that's good.
Yes.
But I am getting sick of looking at Skylanders, I'll tell you that. Not with that face. Hello from Indiana. Love the show. Well, thank you. Pop culture commerce.
Pop culture commerce.
I'm going to take a stab and you deal with pop culture. But if you want to tell us what you sell or how you found us, by all means, put it down below, and we'll, or you can more than welcome to pop on. I did put the link in there somewhere. One of these days, I'll work it out.
Did you pin it?
I just pinned it then, but I haven't turned Bob off. So I apologize in advance if the robot vacuum cleaner tries to suck up my tentacles again. Bax, morning. You just made it.
Good morning, Bax.
I don't think you just made it. Granny likes talking for a bit, so even if you came at 3 p.m., you'd probably still make it.
Oh, that's enough.
he's picking a fight. We'll have to watch.
Even Blake says that's enough out of you. Yeah, look.
That's right. He's talking about you, Granny. He's upset with you.
No, he's not.
So Diary of a Flipper just released a new video with Blake in it. So you can look at Blake in all his naked faced. I was going to say glory, but I don't think glory's the right word for it. But by all means, go check that video out. I can't even turn off I can't even turn off a robot vacuum cleaner, so don't trust me to put the link in the description box. But Diary of a Flipper, I'll go through Blake.
Put the link in, Blake. And he found his second Mambo Loud shirt in Vintage One in 2 weeks, in a couple of weeks. Isn't that amazing?
I showed Blake that I found one the other day too. I found it in my closet. I bought it off eBay.
Don't think that quite counts myself.
No, that's right. Well, no, but like Blake's seen it. It kind of blends in with me. One day I might actually wear it as a live. It's a size. It makes me feel better about myself. It's the size medium, and it fits me being a 2XL octopus. So Wayno's laughing at his jokes again. Must be on the happy juice. Morning. First time here live. Since the near of the podcast. I can only get to watch it today because it was meant to be resting. Well, hopefully you're resting.
Yes, well, you rest, and I'm sure we will we'll provide a very restful, atmosphere for you. Liz?
That's right. Which of the dogs are we talking to in the photo? Like we got a cat. We got some dogs in it now. We're attracting all these animals, Granny. We're almost like infamous with animals. Oh shucks. Must be because of Blake's facial hair. She's got a bit hot under the collar. Morning, Graham. How are you going, mate? Morning, Dean.
Good morning, Dean.
Am I banned from joining? No, you can come on if you want. Come on and do your spiel because I want to see how bad you look in I mean, yeah, come on and have a look. Hang on.
Oh.
So if there's are playing at home, don't realise these eyes are painted on. So if I mispronounce words or miss words or kind of get general gist of your comments or even miss your comments, it's because I can't see. Not going to abandon me too. Well, I don't know. I abandon a lot of people, but I don't think. Yeah, your shorts are entertaining me so far, so that's all good. Hello, that's Chris. How are you going, mate?
I'm just going to go and find Lisa from Florida. I'm going to go to her channel right now, and I'll subscribe. So there you go.
Well, look, the netters are coming to beat up on the Octopus. We've got another one.
Lisa, congratulations! You've just hit double figures with your subscriptions.
Is she onto 10 now?
Yes, I just subscribed.
Oh. Yeah, so Lisa or Blake, can you put Lisa's channel, or even Granny if you've got the ability? I can do it. Welcome, D. It's good to see you. Yeah, so DS, do you flip Nintendo DSs or do you flip Nenas? I don't know. I'm Rachel and live in Western Australia for at least a while. Oh, okay. Well, welcome, Rachel. And where's your favourite place so far? I dare say that from your username that you started in the UK. That's what I do want to mention. Oh, I noticed there's a lot of UK people in Western Australia. When I was over there, trying to invade, a couple of years back, every second person was, from the UK or from England.
I wonder whether do you think it's because they're attracted to the earlier time zone?
Oh, it could be.
Because it's quite possibly to their time zone.
It's quite possibly it's JT. And speaking of which, if JT does watch this, 3 years in the line, I haven't forgot about your toy to life that I was going to send you. It's coming. I did forget about it, but I'm not going to say that. Oh, you're talking about Granny's sub count. Oh, okay.
Oh, well, no, your sub count.
Oh, yeah. It's all my fake accounts.
Because you've gotten over 400 now.
Yes.
Very good. Raz the Trader, good morning.
Oh, another cat. Look at this. We're attracting cats left, right, and centre. We're infamous. It was the illustrated Charizard, the rarest card in the pack. He wants to get it graded and put it away to buy a house in 15 years. Well, hey, he's in good company.
Smart boy.
That's exactly right.
How old is he, Anthony? He's a very smart boy for his age.
Well, if Blake jumps on, Rachel, we'll be able to tell.
Yes.
But I'm not too sure. He hasn't given me an update of his donation count yet, but maybe he can do that when he jumps on. That's Lisa from Florida, I assume, or is either? Oh, no, it's Star of a Flipper. Sorry.
Yeah, that's Star of a Flipper.
Yeah. G'day, Georgie. How you going, mate? Hope you're midnight time, I think, from the last conversation.
Yes.
Oh, he's got over $400. Look, he's giving my sub count a run for its money.
He is.
I know, Granny. I can hear it. I can hear Bob. She's come off the dock.
Like honestly, you would have thought talking of dementia, but you would have thought you would have learned by now, wouldn't you? Really?
Yeah. I was in quite a rush this morning. I had a few things going on that I needed to take care of, and some postage, and some Australia Post boxes rocked up. I forgot that I ordered 200, and 4,000 rocked up. So I don't think that our person can count. So is that
no longer? You won't be putting the car in the garage any longer?
Well, I can't fit it in as it now because I haven't put all the Halloween decorations yet away. Mrs. Octopus keeps going mad at me. We should watch it now. Yeah, well, that's right.
Yeah.
Howdy, how are you going?
Morning, Ms. Vintage.
Marilyn, good to see you back.
Morning, Marilyn. Marilyn has
sent
me a picture because she knows I like Santa. She sent me a picture of a big blow-up Santa on a reindeer, I think, sitting on top of a reindeer that she's got ready for her Christmas decorations.
Okay, well, hopefully you're not putting them out to the 1st of December because it's still Halloween time.
Don't put them out.
Don't let me tell you again. Don't tell let me tell you again. Morning, Bronwyn. How are you? I'll be in suit editing another boring video. Well, that's typical Blake.
Well, he's got to take care of himself first, do his jobs.
Both the girls in the photos do communicate, sometimes better than me. Actually, I know I can see well enough that they're not beagles, but I used to have a beagle that was quite a conversationalist. He used to talk to me and I looked at him. So very motivated by food, but I'm pretty sure your girls are the same. Awesome.
That's probably her getting to 10 subs, I think.
Yeah, that's excellent. That's
Lisa's channel. Yep. So pop over there, give her a sub, and watch her shorts.
Did you get a fan of your poor laptop when you went to town?
Well, I didn't finish up going to town for a start.
Here we go again.
And yeah, so I started trying to get the screws out of the back, but of course there's special screws, aren't they? That bloody Apple put in these bloody things. So I have ordered I got a couple out using a YouTube video that gave you some instructions, but then I thought, no, this is too hard to work. So I got on eBay and I've ordered a special whatever it is, screwdriver to get the things out. So hopefully that will be here soon. But when I was trying to get the other screws out, I gave it a bit of a bang to try and loosen one up. And I think I might have dislodged a little bit of the dust. And I think that's been a big help. So, yeah, it's working okay right now.
Do we still have anyone in the chat now that she's gone on for a little tangent?
Isn't it terrible? Isn't it terrible?
Yeah. I can only do shorts because my phone gets disconnected over the summer, so I'm restricted. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Shorts are good, though, to get started with. Yep, definitely. Way to go.
I finally started a YouTube account for the company so I can get content I care about on the clock, and now debating if I want to actually kick off a channel, The Joys of Reselling with Kids.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, well, it's good. Like Grumpy Granny and I were talking about, kidnapping a kitten, using our, doing a video about, reselling with kids, like Commonwealth's Picker style, just to try and get us to 100,000 subs in 3 weeks. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but unfortunately, the police know what Granny looks like, so she can't. She can't get fucking out of school.
Yeah, I've got one of my kids here now. Look.
Yeah.
I was going to borrow a friend's dog because I don't have a dog right now, so I was going to borrow a friend's dog, cute dog, and put that and say, so that was mine too.
Oh God, look at it.
Hello, here he is.
Look at it, nice.
Here he is. Oh, look, it's already starting to grow back too.
It's coming back slowly. Yeah, thankfully.
That's good.
It's starting to look
you said painfully or thankfully?
Thankfully.
All 13 people in the chat want to know, has your missus kicked you out of the house yet?
Nah, well, I've got enough stubble back that I'm allowed back at the moment.
Okay.
But now that I'm prickly and stuff, she's always like, you should just shave it off again. Screw the fundraiser. And I'm like, nah.
It's a bit like when you shave your legs like that. When it starts getting the stubble first grows back, it's pretty prickly.
That in between stage, it's not fun for. Yeah,
are you comparing Blake's face to an old lady's legs?
Yeah.
Slightly topic before Uncle Wayno drags this conversation in a different way. Us Western Australians don't like change and enjoy complaining, so it's the perfect environment for the Brits. Okay.
There we go.
Too many Brits in Western Australia, but I do love it here. Love Papua New Guinea too, for different reasons. I think Australia's my favourite people in the world. You're all hilarious. Except for Grumpy Granny and Blake, obviously, but no, I agree with that.
Because none of us care about anything. We don't take anything seriously.
Yeah.
That's what makes us fun.
That's right.
Exactly right.
Yeah, and our facial appearances by the looks of it too. So
we want to go on again once it's back.
I was about to say, yeah, that's right. Well, it's my stick, mate. What about Papua New Guinea? I had a friend that actually lived in there for a couple of years. He was adopted, and his family moved to Papua New Guinea when he was young. So, yeah, he always told me how nice it was. So I'd be quite curious to see what you thought of it.
Well, do you want to know my story about Papua New Guinea?
Oh, here we
so
go.
my mum's cousin went over there as a patrol officer. Like basically, they used to send from Australia over there, like policemen as such. And he never came back and went missing. And the word is out that maybe he was cooked.
I was going to say, can we not raise cannibalism? But like at the start, I thought, no, I don't want to be racist or innuendos.
Well, that was always I can tell you the truth. That was always the story I was told as a kid. The truth is, he went into a river and drowned. So apparently,
okay. No.
See, Ashton, 10 years old, little entrepreneur already.
That's right. Well, that's exactly right. Yeah, he might need a couple more Charizard cards the way the housing prices are going.
Yeah.
It's this time of the week again. Yeah, I know. Like one day we'll be organised. Yeah, we should change it up.
Look, we're even getting the birds now.
That's right. Look at that. I told you these animals. I was speaking of birds. Here we go. Look, Ethan Rushop.
Ethan Rushop. Well. Here he is.
Look, he comes crawling back to us.
Yes.
No donuts in tow either, I get.
No.
So Ethan Rushok's our local accountant in Australia. You know, he's quite well known within the reselling community. I don't personally use him, so I can't attest, but a lot of people that I respect and speak to on a frequent basis do, and they speak very highly of him. The donut joke actually started with Ethan because he was doing lives for a little bit, and Chris Furlong and I used to jump in there and ask for donuts because that's the only way we could be persevered to put up with an accountant doing a live, and it's kind of grown from there. So that's the inside joke for everyone that's here. Very true. Polar bear.
That's what Santa's riding. Yes.
Okay, well, I just thought she must have been trying to kidnap polar bears. Okay, anything, would be surprised what washes up in sea glass. Just one other question regarding the stock taking inventory control. How frequently is it best done, and what's the best way to do it? Print off sections from the seller. How do you do it, Granny?
Yeah. Well, I do mine bit by bit because I just find it's just too big a job, and just like the thought of doing my whole stock take all at once, you just sort of, it blows your mind. So, when you're ADHD, like that's just, you walk in the room and think I've got to do that whole stock take. It's like, step back out of the room. So I do mine bit by bit. So I'll do like 2 shelves, say on that bookcase behind me, one day, because then it doesn't take too long. Like that's, probably, half an hour to an hour max, depending, if there's stuff that's missing or, needs relisting or whatever. And then, then the next day I'll do the next 2 shelves. So I progressively do it. And that way I can sort of keep track of things, and you haven't got stuff that you think was listed that's not, or stuff missing for very long then.
Yeah, what about you, Blake, before I get in there and make some story up that I don't do?
Blissful ignorance.
Hey, that's mine. That's mine. Get your own.
I just hope that I just sit here and hope that nothing's fallen off. I need to do a stock take. I haven't done one in a long time. It's like I say, it's quite overwhelming. So I've got a lot of things. So it's sort of going through. But it'll be easy enough. Like I'll probably print off all my SKU numbers that I've got listed, and then go through my boxes and just match them all up and pull out whatever's not on there.
And talking of SKU numbers, so Grumpy Granny's quite impressed with herself because on my jeans, I'm nearly at 500, right, on my SKUs. And I'm thinking to myself, this is, like you've done really well. You're nearly up to 500. Since I started putting numbers on them, right? And anyway, so I did a consolidation the other day because people on Instagram would have seen the empty boxes I put up. But when I was actually consolidating, I realised I'd gone from like 298 to 401. kind of missed the 300s.
Yeah. I was listing the other day, and I pre-stick I put all the sticks on my bags before I start listing. I do it 100 at a time. And I realized I went from the labels went from 2,100 to like 2,500, and I must have missed 400 when I was printing. So that's fine. It makes me feel like I've gone through more items than I actually have, so it's all good.
So I suppose this is a good segue, Jennifer. So basically, I don't know, anyone that follows me on Instagram, you probably work out that we've trialed that HeyFo. Is it HeyFo resells? HeyFo sells.
HeyFo sells.
I apologize in the chat, but you didn't get back to my Instagram message, so you're not going to watch this. So we did a bit of a trial of that. I think Blake's done it as well, from what I was talking about. I did a stock take before that. So all I did is I printed out the whole inventory. I think I had about 1,400 items at the time. And as things were selling, I just went through the page and put a line through it and all those different things. We did that. A bit of a spoiler alert for the podcast. I actually, Grumpy Granny distracted me. This is a true story. She did distract me when she was messaging me, and I accidentally deleted 100 items. So I have to do another stock take now. And because I ended and relisted 1,500 items, there's no way for me to go back and work out which items I deleted other than doing a line-by-line stock take. So guess what?
Oh, no.
Stock takes for all.
Yes. Easily done. Yeah. Well, I finished up now because so when I'm doing it now, I put on one screen, I'm doing the end and relist. And then I finished up on the other screen. I put another screen up with the active listings so that I can refresh it every time, make sure that I've put them back before I deleted them.
Yeah, so I didn't do that because, like I said, I don't think I'm ADHD, but the evidence might say otherwise. Because,
All
we'll
resellers
talk-
are to some extent, I reckon.
I think so.
There's
We'll-
something
we'll-
there.
I was going to say we'll talk about that. We'll talk about it a little bit further about what our thoughts are and what our experiences are in the podcast. But
Yeah, we will.
but like I said, that's something that I wanted to put across very, 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 very bluntly. I'm pretty sure that he raises it in his videos as well. You have to be very, very careful as to what you do. Speaking of which, Hello, this is what you can spot in a client, Blake.
Hey, Colin. Just sitting here packing my orders. So if I'm too noisy, let me know.
only got a tape gun, mate.
You're going to do the exact same thing that happened months ago with the tape gun.
I hate tape guns. I hate them. I don't use them. So
Well, you can't see, but I've got one. There it is,
I'm
little red thing.
I'm too uncoordinated to use a bloody tape gun.
You mean like this?
Max wants to know if you're using fertilizer on your face. Right?
Yes, I am. I'm using manure. Yeah, it's working really well.
That's right. Well, it's probably doing better than your yard.
Get some
Now I
moss.
get the big strip of tape off my desk. So I just put on there.
Yeah, don't worry, Blake. Once puberty kicks in, that thing will really fill out.
hey, I'm
I
40.
started shaving when I was 11. I hit it early as.
Oh, really? I don't know. Was that last week? Was it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Just turned 11.
I'm on here picking about other people's facial hair. And I've got the most uneven goatee you've ever seen. Like scruffy grey hair that needed a cut 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, you kind of like need to get someone else to just give you a little even trim.
Well, Cal cuts my hair.
Yeah.
But I haven't been down there for like a couple of weeks now because I've been flat out. My back's been stuffed as well. So I'm hoping to go down there tomorrow. So
That's
if
good.
I do, I'll get a fresh cut.
Does she do your goatee as well, mate, or you do that yourself?
No, I'll do it. I just actually don't do anything with the goatee.
Really? I would never have guessed.
I trim it like once every 6 months or something. I trim it, and usually I only trim it because I'm starting to get too much food in it.
It's weighing itself down. It's getting too heavy. I think the couple of times that I've seen you trim it, Wayno, it's always been on live doing charity work, mate. You're taking it straight off.
Yeah, no, I did the first time I cut it off was for charity, and then every other time I've done it, no one's noticed.
I'll probably take it away with your head, mate. So you shaved your hair off a couple of weeks ago, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do now because I don't want to shave it again, but I also don't want to. I don't know. I don't want to have to manage it either. So,
I will say that when
when
I did the live for a cure shave for a cure years ago, and I shaved mine off, I will say, like, so damn easy to look after. Brilliant.
Oh yeah, I just don't want to do it again because I hate wearing hats, and summer's coming up.
Yeah.
So I don't want to.
And when it rains, when your head's got no hair on your head and it rains, that's the weirdest feeling ever. Because you're so used to having hair, and then you go out with it with no hair and it rains. Oof, weird.
I usually don't walk around in the rain anyway, so.
I'm just more stunned that Leanne didn't melt when she got hit in the head with rain.
I was the same when I cut my hair off because I used to have hair down below my shoulder blades, and when I got that cut at the end of year 12, I cut it pretty much the same sort of length as Wayno's was, so it was very different.
You have to get us a photo of that. I need to see a photo of that.
I'll send you a photo later. Yeah,
cool.
It's
Make sure it's the right one, not like the one that you sent me the other day. I'm still scarred. Rachel said that when she first moved there, or when she thought about moving there, it came up with cannibalism as well. But they need a bit of a tourism boost as it's beautiful. There you go.
Yeah, it is. Apparently, it is beautiful. But yeah, that's the thing. When you do look at, go on Google or something about PNG, that's what comes up first.
Yeah. What, the cannibalism or the tourism?
The cannibalism.
Oh, okay.
That's yeah.
Here's one photo. It's not quite that long. It got much longer than that.
Wow.
Back when I was
young.
Yeah. So
young.
that was great. No, like younger. That was like 6 years ago.
I don't know how anyone could grow their hair long after being in the military for so long and wanting to take over the world.
I've still got mine.
That's like what I cut out of the Bob every time he finishes the carpets with the kids.
Why don't you list it on eBay and see if you can sell it?
I think it's legal.
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think if I did, Cara would just buy it anyway. So I
was going to say that Cara did put a bid in it.
Yeah, she did.
I was listing really well with John's Live, but they abandoned me for the new site and I fizzled out on my goals. Oh, okay. What do you mean by the new site? Is that the Discord he's running?
Oh, have they moved everything into the Discord, have they?
Okay. I thought he would have been still doing his listing sessions. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would have thought that.
Well, tell us more, Lisa. Tell us more.
Yeah, 9:30 is past the Octopus's bedtime. I better get to 9 o'clock before I pass out. That's why I was annoyed with Uncle Wayno the other day moving his show to 9 o'clock. That was Robbie. It was on it. I blame Robbie.
Yeah.
It'll be the same next Monday as well. Robbie's coming back.
Right. I was about to say, if I got notice, I can I can prepare the Octopus's body for it. Number jump is something I would do too. Yeah, I've probably been guilty of that. I double number things for some reason. But yeah, I'll list on eBay that it's 1, 2, 3. Then I'll go to the folder. Then it'll be like 400 1, 2, 3s in a row. So I don't know how I've done that. But...
I've done the same thing. I used to do that when I sold similar all the time. I'd forget to change the SKU number, so I'd have like 3 1,233s, and I'll be like, But I always take a photo of the SKU bag at the end, so it saves me.
So, question, because I think you do Octo, don't you? And I know you do. Like print out your own SKU numbers. So do you get different labels to like the postage labels to do that on, or what do you do there?
I just use the Dymo 4XL labels. I should use those because I've ran out of Dymo 4X labels now. It is, but I get them cheap enough that I just and I reuse the bags.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the little ones. I think they're 2x1. So
2x1,
like that, and then small like that, but.
He's not talking about the labels. He's not talking about the labels.
Oh God. But lately, because Lisa gets access to however much at work, she prints off like 6,000 at a time. So I've got enough to last me for the next couple of years. I'm up to like 20,600 or something like that.
I can't even
so is that what they are, Wayno?
These are my return address that I put on the back of my letters. I just print them up and cut them up.
Right.
I print like 12.
I thought it was your SKU system then. I was like, how the hell are you? I can't even see that.
That's what I was about to say because I was thinking to myself, Wayno doesn't have a SKU system.
I do for my tubs. I do for my tubs, but I don't have any of the tubs actually numbered or anything. I use this really old method that someone taught me when I was really young. It's called counting. 1, 2, 3. It's in that one.
I was about to say, mate, I can't even get past 8. So once I get past 8 tubs, I'm done. Not sure if you heard the eBay's third quarter earnings call. Buys down 3% in the same period of last year. The updated shareholders saying they expected a lighter Q4. Yeah, I was listening to Josh Goltz. His daily show on the way from driving the kids to school this morning. Time. I know. This is what I was going to say, Granny. And Wayne can attest to this, right? We've got an overabundance of Brads in the YouTube space over here, but I dare swear the international market, there's a Josh every time I turn around. There's Harry Tornado, there's Josh Galt, there's this other guy I watch about, like car parts. His name's Josh, so I don't know. Can't think of him anyway.
There's that what's his name? Josh, that comes in here sometimes, the one that I reckon is a stripper or a pole dancer.
I don't know about that. He doesn't look like he's got the physique for that. I read the report yesterday. I flicked it in our group chat. I think Wayno was the only one that really cared and read it in depth because he seems like the kind of numbers man. I
looked at it and thought, why are you talking a different language?
Yeah, and I suppose it really comes down to 3%. Yes, it's quite a lot when you break it down by numbers. But in Australia, we really don't have a plan B for an alternative platform. We don't have access to Amazon. We don't have access to Poshmark now. We've really only got Depop. and Uncle Wayno selling his stuff on the markets and on the corner. But that's pretty much it. Like we really do. We're caught in a rock and a hard place.
I got my funds from Poshmark too.
Oh, you
But
did?
as soon
good.
as once the platform shut down, I automatically got transferred all of that, which was good.
Oh, that's good.
But as soon as it hit the first, I cracked the wobblies and messaged them. I messaged like 3 different agents. I'm like, give me my money. Give me
That's
my
right.
money.
I want my $36.12. Yes, I will enjoy the stock take. Graham, I'm going to track you down, kidnap you, and bring you into the garage, and you can do the stock take with me.
Yeah.
This one distance about pop from you know eBay over there. Oh, okay.
Sorry, I was just going to say regarding Poshmark too. The impression I get, interestingly enough, with some of the international YouTubers that I watch, and it's been quite interesting because a lot of the people that were selling on Poshmark that didn't cross-list to other platforms have now all started cross-listing to other platforms. So that really them pulling out of Australia and the UK and India has really put the scare into people, and they're sort of thinking, well, what happens if it, they take it out of Canada or they take it out of here or there or so it's mate.
Well, when you wipe out 3 countries in one day, I mean, it's not exactly something to fill you with confidence, is it?
Yeah, no.
And we spoke about that in a previous podcast. It's better just to have a plan B. Like, I don't expect you to write a business plan with 38 pages about different things, but at least look into cross listing if your stock allows for that. So, not saying do it or don't do it, but
Granny has started. I have started cross-listing on. Yep, Depop. Finally,
I'm winning the race now because I've sold one thing. It's one more than Granny. We're not talking about Blake because Blake sold half of Depop.
It's one more sale that you wouldn't have had otherwise. It's sort of like
that's right. Well, that particular shirt I've had for a very long time, so I was glad to get rid of it.
Yeah, my most popular stuff's my old stuff that just doesn't move on eBay, so I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
This is about right, K-Fan. Grumpy Granny's trying to trigger everyone's tape gun PTSD. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
She knows it's like dragging nails down a chalkboard.
It is.
Hey, Paul, how you going, mate?
Should have angled the microphone down a bit closer to it and made it louder.
Glad we don't need to worry. Is it about cannibalism or Grumpy Granny escaping the nursing home? It's hard to catch up with the chat when I'm about 15 minutes behind. Grow your hair again, Wayno. It looks good long. There you go. You got a fan there, right? Rachel's a fan, Wayno.
Thanks. But that's the reason I cut it off. So I cut it off for charity because it was annoying. It was starting to get annoying. Like I had it for a few years. And then I cut it off and I was like, probably shouldn't have done that. And then so I started growing it back and I got it to just enough length to be able to put hair ties in again. And the thought of just trying to find hair ties all the time and shit, like I was just like, fuck, I gotta get rid of it.
Yeah. My hair has inevitably over the years, I mean, the more kids I had, the shorter it got because, it takes less looking after. But then I'll tend to grow it out over winter a bit, a bit of extra warmth. But then summer, I can't stand it, like if it's hot, because where I live in the Mallee, like, quite often get over 40-degree heat days. So, it starts, and I need a cut badly now, but I have to take my hair rollers with me because when they cut it, I need to be able to still put my hair rollers in.
Yeah, it's really muggy here at the moment, and kind of glad I don't have it.
That's right. Yeah, having longer hair is the worst thing I can think of having on when you're when it's muggy outside.
Yeah.
Did you have to go and fix Bob up? Did you? Okay.
Yes, I had a fight with Bob. Couldn't say Sibby to come back. She's cuddling with the homeowner. Oh, okay. Yeah,
oh, yes. Kitty cats. Yes.
Hello, Paul.
Oh, Paul Lowry's in.
It's right. He's quite famous. He's got like
18 pretty long hair.
Oh, pretty. Yeah, it's not something I've heard. It's,
right.
I don't know if that's a compliment for a guy, but I'll take it.
That's right. Well, at the moment, the way you look at the moment, Blake, you'd probably take all you can get from the UK.
Well, I was thinking I should have come into the live like this.
Yeah. Have you got one of those furry things that you put over your microphone?
That's what this is.
Oh, yeah, but no, isn't there ones that are furrier?
No, I don't need a hairy one.
What about the
All right, that's it. Stop. Read the next comment, Octo.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Look, Marylin's getting a bit excited. As an exception, items containing human scalp hair is not allowed, such as lockets
Are
or
allowed.
wigs. Look out, they're coming. Oh, are allowed. Sorry. Oh, okay. There you go, Wayno. You could sell Cara your hair clippings after all.
Yeah. Well, you could say it's a hairpiece, couldn't you? Like,
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Discord is
right
life. Everyone needs to move to Discord. Oh, it looks like Sarah's running her own Discord channel as well. That's all the
watch
rage.
out. Yes. We're a bit behind the eight ball, Octo.
Oh no, that's right. Yeah, well, that's right. We'll have to. I think Uncle Wayno's in charge of creating things like that.
Oh, okay.
He created our Facebook group, so we're waiting for the Discord now.
Jeff started one for our movie channel.
Oh, okay.
And like the idea was, our people that watch us can come and actually watch movies with us and stuff. We could talk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we used it for like half an hour.
I'm in the Trash to Cash one, and I think there's a couple of others that I've subscribed to. And I think I've been in it once or twice, and I really don't understand how it works. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't bother with it.
I only used Discord once when I first started playing Pokemon Go, and there was hardly any Pokestops around here. And so I wanted to put in extra Pokestops. So I joined a group that helped you, work out how to apply so that they granted them. Yeah. Now there's about an extra 40 Pokestops in Donald.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. See, the old people are useful for the community. Who would have thought?
I can reach 3. I've got 3 that I can reach without even moving from my house.
You need to get one of those Pokeballs. I don't have it on me, but yeah,
I've got 3 of them.
Like, Jesus Christ!
I did not know you guys were right into Pokemon Go. Yeah. Even I used to play that game.
Yeah, we're a bit behind the 8 ball, Blake. We started last week. Didn't bother with it because I wouldn't be able to stay once it's for pay. Oh, okay. It must be a paid.
Okay, so it's going to go to paid. Someone else did tell me that it was going to go to a paid version too.
It is because I just asked John.
Oh, okay.
What's good old mentorships?
I asked him on his Instagram post, so you can see it on there.
Yeah. It's definitely still goes on some villages, but more the remote one. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that's good. Okay. Well, hopefully Donald's not one of those villages that Campbell isn't happy with.
That's not.
Discord is free.
When is it going to a paid version, Wayno? Did you say?
I don't know. He was waffling on about something.
Some characters.
I think he said once he gets the structures sorted out or some shit. Yeah, I don't know. He didn't say how much it's going to be or anything.
I saw John live the other day.
Yeah, I would have had it all set up properly before you.
Yeah. Launch it. Well, look, Tech did the same thing. Like, he didn't. Yeah, he let people in for free when he was trying to. Set it all up.
The next Tech.
That's right.
Tech 2.
Tech 2.
What's that?
I just said to him, you probably should just mention it to people. Like, I just thought you should mention it to people, be a bit more transparent, like if that's what's going to happen. And he said
definitely.
He said it's been talked about heaps. So I don't watch his channel, so I don't know. But, everyone else hasn't heard about it apparently. So yeah, I don't know what's going on, but
I don't know. But yeah. Well, we all know what we think about paid mentorship groups. There's a video you can watch if you want.
I'll put the link up. So do we know what the cost is going to be?
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
that's all right. Well, like I said,
is it free? Yes, for now, whilst members familiarise themselves with the platform. We'll introduce many more benefits once Patreon is ready. From that point on, it'll be a very reasonable monthly subscription. First 100 members will receive a special subscription. That's from an hour ago. So yeah. Well,
like I said, each to their own. Like, Grumpy Granny and I wouldn't do a paid subscription today. Tomorrow we might.
There's our video.
There's always going to be free access to the Discord. Oh, okay. Like I said, I really didn't see. I just seen that you had a Discord there yesterday. Then a couple of things were floating around this morning about being paid access and all those different things. So, like I said,
might be
really
like a tiered thing.
Yeah,
like some areas might be locked off.
I think it just depends if you got the runs on the board or not. And like it depends what you're offering. If he's just offering a group that people want to join to be friends with each other, and I don't know, I got no idea. But if he's offering paid coaching sort of thing, then I have no idea if he has the runs on the board. I don't watch his listing live streams and that because I find it boring, which is not a go at John at all. Like there's lots of people that find that style boring. There's lots of people that love it.
Some people love it.
Yeah.
For some people.
And that's each to their own. Yeah.
And like we've said before, like I've said to John numerous times, I've had John on here numerous times as well. I've got a lot of respect for John. Is that it's just not my style. Like, and I've said to him numerous times, I find it boring, and he's laughed about it. It's like, I'll pop in for the 10-minute segments where he's talking and conversing, but I'll go shut her off to do something else for half an hour and come back in the next 10 minutes. But like I said, that if people need that and they need to like have that kind of motivation to list, or if that gets them in the rhythm, albeit to more power to them. But like I said, it doesn't suit everyone. That's not a go at John, specifically. It's just just personal preferences. That's what it really comes down to.
It's like having a co-worker, I think.
Yeah, and having an opinion. Opinions are bad, everyone. I can tell you right
you
now.
don't have an opinion.
Right.
I actually found his live streams not so much, even though they're a listing live stream. It wasn't conducive for me because I like to have something to listen to while I'm doing that, because it distracts me from getting distracted from doing the listing. But I actually found it good when I was editing videos, because I could like edit a bit of a video and then go in for the chat and then go back and edit some more. So it made me sit there for that time and edit the video.
Morning, Jane. And I will tell you one thing, John.
Morning, Jane.
If you get rid of the mechanical keyboard, I'll come back. I can't stand that clunking for 30 minutes. There's nothing worse. I'd rather have Wayno's tape gun go for 30 minutes than bloody that mechanical keyboard.
Mine's mechanical too. It feels better. It's got a good feel.
Catch you later.
I don't know what it feels like. Well, he's gone through a tunnel. I have to switch. There we go.
The keyboard I'm using is a Microsoft keyboard, but it is older than my oldest son, who's turned 31. So there you go.
There you go. So
I've
32 years old.
I've bought new ones, like the new ones, but this one's just got such a good, and it is mechanical, but it's such a good feel. I can type way faster on it, so I just keep using it.
Yeah. Mine's one of those fancy light ones, because my whole setup's geared towards like gaming and stuff because of the gaming YouTube.
Well, I wouldn't expect anything worse. I wouldn't expect anything different from a 13-year-old. K-Farm says
I was 11 3 minutes ago. So
I was going to say, K-Farm said that she prints separate return labels for letter items, and I realised I could fit it on one side of the actual address label I was printing. That's what I do. So basically, I think I've showed before, but I have the address in the middle, then it's a Dymo label, it's a Dymo template. Well, the address label here, then my return address in the top left as well. So
right, okay.
Yeah, so to return stuff to me, people just frisbee it into the ocean. It'll get to me one time. The people in the Discord, not the live, because it's new and exciting, just not my thing. Yeah, and like I said, and I think realistically, maybe Discord will be the future where everyone just like, I don't know if Blake knows more about Discord than I do. Yeah, if there's a live chat element or there's a video element, I'm not too sure. But yeah, maybe YouTube will get usurped by Discord at one time. But
yeah,
I'm not too sure.
And I guess that's showing up at that particular time there. Like people were in the Discord group as opposed to actually being in the live chatting. So yeah.
And I think that my biggest thing with paid reselling groups is that if you're running one and you're charging people for one, and this is, like I said, I don't know John's model and I don't particularly care, to tell you the truth, but if you are, be active in the community. Don't, just don't, pocket the, $35 US or whatever it is a month and just pop in periodically and, don't really value add to anything. So, as long as you like what I was saying, is that you got runs on the board and you're actually benefiting or have like a clear transactional outline, you're paying $5 a month just to be in my presence. That's fine. What you're getting in advance, and I don't have a problem with that. But when you're promising something and you're not delivering that, that's where it comes into the scammy territory.
Just start a group and just let other resellers run it for you. It's the best way to do it.
That's only if they're paid coaches though. They came and joined during the live so you could help with tech support. The 30-minute listing continues to normal. Okay, yep. That's good.
Cool.
But like I said, that he does it Tuesdays and Fridays.
So Tuesday nights, 9:30 onwards, and then Friday,
Is it 11?
which I'm
or
usually
10?
I don't do his Friday ones usually because I'm out thrifting, but sometimes I'll listen to it in the car when I'm traveling to go thrifting. Is it 11 o'clock or something?
Yeah.
I think.
One of those. Are you still selling DVDs at the flea market, Wayno?
The flea market. I haven't done that. I haven't done that for a long time.
He prefers to sell them on the corner now.
Yeah.
And so if the police stop by, he just tells them you sell them DVDs.
Yeah.
So 10 a.m. on a Friday, John starts. Sorry for interrupting, but I thought I'd better say that.
Yeah, I think taking DVDs to markets these days is a bit of a waste of time, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think
And
it's 6 hours come through.
Doing markets is hard work, isn't it, Wayno? Like it's, you've got to pack everything up and get it prepared, take it, drive and go wherever you got to go. Get all your tables out and your canopy if you're going to have one and all that. Set everything up, and then you sit there, and then all right, whether you sell stuff or not. But then you got to pack it all up and come home again.
Listening to that story was hard enough. Jeez, I'm not doing markets.
Yeah.
My partner's.
Sorry, Blake.
No, my partner's dad does them every week for like the well, he's a spud farmer, so he goes down and sells stuff every week, and it's a hell of a lot of work. Like, he just fills everything. Like, usually does sell out a lot of stuff, but even just the night before, getting everything packed and ready, it's a pain in the ass.
The thing that shit me with them the most was how early they start. Like, you started at 7 or at 9, there's no difference. Like, people can't go anywhere like different. Like, it's on a Sunday, Just started at 9, you morons. Like, this is no mayo on this story at all. We went to one that started at 6 in the middle of winter.
6 in crikey. And
it was around I can't remember which town it was, but it was around a racetrack, a trotting track. And it was 6. It didn't start to get daylight till 7. So people were walking around with torches trying to look at stuff. I only wore a t-shirt, and I never get cold, and I almost got hypothermia that day.
Crikey.
It was the worst. We made an absolute killing, but it was so not worth it.
Because all the old pensioners like Leanne like getting up early. That's why.
That's right. They're waiting for someone to chew their food for them. But no, I think the coldest place I've ever been in my life has actually been some places in Victoria. It's freaking cold out there. Traralgon, Sale, and all the cesspit areas that surround them.
Oh, I don't know. Ballarat's pretty bloody cold, I reckon.
It's a bit colder further down.
Yep. Can be.
Yeah, no, I spent 4 months at Sale, and that was more than enough for me in the dead of winter.
No, we genuinely. In Gippsland, I think a lot of Victoria is the same. We genuinely get 4 seasons in one day. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Been taking care of babies for 30 years, so all the technology frustrates me. Yeah. Beards. Okay. We're yelling random words. Quick, lamp. I can't get over all the hair talk. My husband's been crying about a bald spot for years, or for all years. Hey, we've also got someone that cries about their bald spot as well. But
I'm only 24 and I'm receding pretty badly at the moment.
Next Halloween,
forehead's not going too well.
I was going to say next Halloween, dress up as Dracula. There you go. You're sorted. Widow's Peak.
Yeah, just grow it out on the top, and then you can do a comb over.
I was gonna go. Well, I've decided that when I do end up losing all my hair, I'm just gonna go bald with a beard. I think that's probably gonna be the best thing instead of being a total skinhead without anything at all.
You're probably gonna be the first bald 16-year-old I'll ever see, so that's good.
Bald heads can be very attractive, I tell you.
I was gonna go completely bald straight out of school when I had that long hair. I was just gonna go completely bald and shave it all off, one extreme to the next, but I got scared.
I don't know if I'm going bald or not, because for years I've always told everyone I'll never go bald. My hair's thick as. Both my grandparents had full heads of hair up till the day they died. But then when I shaved my hair off, I've noticed I've got this weird line across here. And I don't actually know if I'm going bald or if it's from the strap from my fucking CPAP machine.
It's from your
Good
from your
chance it's that.
headband.
Yeah,
It's
good
a
chance it's that,
headband.
Wayno.
Yeah, it's
you're not
weird
gonna
how it
fall
all
down.
works. So, like, I've got a tuft that always sticks up at the front here. It's because I've always got sunnies or a headset on my head, so it's actually grown up through the nose of the sunnies.
Mhm.
So
No,
that's why it's
Blake,
always like molding.
Blake, I
Yes.
can tell you, darling little boy, because you don't know this probably, but it's not from that. It's something that you. It's called a cow lid. Hey, everyone has a cow lid.
Yeah, but I never had it until
I was just going
I
to try to be like Forrest Gump, where he does his whole speech. Then everyone misses it. Then Blake just goes on for the rest of his life wondering what you said. So there's nothing wrong with being bald. Look, I'm a very handsome bald octopus. Yeah, if I do say so.
Yes.
Myself, so.
Yes.
Yeah. So like I said, there's nothing wrong with octopus pattern baldness. Speak of the devil. How are you, Blake? Brad? Blake.
Morning, Brad.
I'm good. Thanks.
It's good to see you.
I've got very, very strong cowlicks right at the front there. You can't tell at the moment. You can't tell at the moment, really, but you will once it starts to get a bit longer.
Yeah.
Go like completely sort of sideways.
Grumpy Granny plays Pokemon Go. Coolness level just went up to 1,000. Oh, there you go. Well, minus 1,000.
I thought, I was gonna say, I thought that reduced things a little bit.
Yeah. Hello, Roman.
Hello.
How you going, mate?
Morning, Roman.
Smash that button. Just not the close button.
Yeah, hit the like button, please, and subscribe. So Octo gets a few extra subscriptions. So he might look like he's getting a little bit closer to me.
I say the same thing to my Mrs. Octopus, Roman, and she'll ask me how many you've done, and I said 6. So you have to tell us how many you've done. Granny's putting YouTube links in again.
Yeah, that was our video, I think. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez, I know.
That was like 41 minutes ago.
Yes.
Homeless and reasonable don't go together. Yeah, well, that's right.
Yeah, true.
I didn't know that. Well, that's good to know because I don't know what you're talking about. I'll be doing a free one if I go ahead. Oh, the page, the Discord. It's like, I thought we were still talking about Skylanders. I'll be doing a free one if I go ahead with making one, but I didn't know there was already one out there. I'd take a free community off Facebook any day. Yeah, Facebook's very, I don't know, like it's just a cesspit. I think the best way to put it.
I think the hard part with the Facebook groups is they're very hard to navigate if you're wanting to talk about special like parts of reselling. Like, so, unless you're doing it as a specialized subject, like if you're doing a book selling group, for example, you'd have to do it just as that, because once the chat gets in there and it just scrolls up, and it's very hard to find the content that you're looking for too.
So I'm quite conflicted with this paid model, right? Because that I don't know if Wayno thinks this, but I think we've chatted about it before. Is that free Facebook groups, like the Australian Reselling Facebook group? It's just a lot of people whinging, like Blake said. A lot of people putting people down, like toxic environment, all these different things. But if you have that barrier to entry, like either vetting people, charging the $5 a month, whatever it is. Don't worry, I'm not doing this. You get rid of a lot of that. Obviously, is scum the right word, Grady? You get people that want to be there and actually benefit for that community. So I'm not saying paid groups probably the best way for that, but some sort of mechanism to say, hey, well, look, if you're here to just dribble and whinge about not getting sales, or you're here to work, or you're here to add value to something, by all means come through. But like I said, if the Discord's the way to that.
Yeah, I think that's the thing with the Discord group, that you could set it up so that they, you have to say yay or nay to whether they join, don't you? Yeah. And then, you just got to make sure you've got enough moderators. Like, don't just, like my whole thing would be not just if someone's starting one, don't just have yourself as the moderator or the admin. You'd need a few people in there just to keep an eye on it all.
What are you saying, Wayno?
Pretty much the same thing. Like, you don't need to charge people, you just need to moderate it. And then if any of those tracks come in, you just kick them out.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. You have to be, I suppose, a bit heavier with the band hammer, but like I said, maybe Discord, that is that model that, like I said, don't necessarily charge for it, but just bring those people in that want to actually do some sort of good for the community, or actually legitimately want to ask a question without being torn down. So I don't know. Yeah,
because I've sort of been looking at the ways I can do I've only just started looking at with Discord, because to work out a way that we can do an Australian book selling weekly phone call get together thing, or video call it would need to be. So that's one of the possibilities there.
What's
Let me
right?
guess, free for a
Patreon-
week until you decide to make people pay for it.
3 days, mate. 3 days.
Yeah.
Patreon subscription, you will get a free air ticket to Australia one way. Yeah, well, come over, Roman. You'll find it a lot better over here. Not as cold as where you are, Cleveland. I think.
Yeah.
You live where I do.
Yeah. Well, Roman doesn't want to live down there. One day you might have to pay to watch them to pay. Yeah, that's right. Well, that's exactly right. That's how it is at the moment. I have to, I've got the watch hours. I just need to pay for some subscriptions. Some fake, fake generated ones.
Yeah, don't do that.
I don't think I've got.
And I'm the other way. I've got enough subs. I just need the watch hours. Can you buy watch hours? I wouldn't do it, but yeah.
No, I think
Morning, Chatter.
It's good to see Blake here cleaning up the local oppies again. No Mambo though.
Yeah, well, they wait until I go back out again. That's why. For them to bring me some more out. But
that's right.
you cleaned up when I was there anyway, so that's fine. It's all right.
Life of a reseller. Look, you got Roman's stamp of approval, Blake.
Yes,
looking at getting a flipped keyboard, numbers on the left. Does anyone use them? I never knew they existed.
No.
Yeah. That would
I
annoy
suppose.
me.
Yeah. Are you left-handed, Jane? I guess if you were left-handed, that would be good. Yeah. I mean, well, regardless, you would get used to it. Actually, if you were having to enter a lot of numbers in, plus use your mouse a lot, probably one on the left would be good. Yeah.
Well, I can tell you right now, Jane, no one's going to steal your keyboard. So that's one pro of it.
Yeah,
you could also just buy a if it's for the numbers, you could just buy an external numpad, which you can buy for like $5 or something like that on eBay, and just chuck it on the left hand side. I've been thinking of doing that, but
and just have reverse QWERTY keyboard as well. There you go. Sarah's a fan of your keyboard.
Woo! I got a little
Uncle said the other week, is there more information on YouTube about reselling to learn the game? My opinion should be no need to pay for it. One-on-one lessons, and that's exactly right. There is arguments to say, hey, look, instead of spending 20 hours researching, that 1 hour might negate that period. But I think it comes down to experience as well, because that 20 hours, you may have got 50 points of information, or a lot more things out of it. A one-on-one coaching session, or even little groups, I suppose, is that it's really only limited to the knowledge of that one person, because that 20 hours of me researching. That's right. So, me researching 20 hours could be watching Blake's videos, Granny's videos, Wayno's videos, all these different people, and they've all got their own personal perspectives and all personal experiences as well. So, much like I said, I don't particularly care one way or another, but I think doing the hard yards, and I think I said last week, is that I didn't even know YouTube resellers existed until about 3 or 4 years after I started, selling on a regular basis. So it might be the case of that. Just go to ground for 6 months, get everything set up to how you like it. Then go from there. Try and build from that.
I say it all the time. Just make a hell of a lot of mistakes, and that's how you're gonna.
True.
That's right. That's what Blake's parents have been saying for the last 14 years.
I mean, people could come into our live stream, or even if they didn't want to come in the chat. I mean, they could rapid fire questions at us, and you've got 3, maybe 4 people that are there to answer you for free.
Yeah, exactly. And you can message us too. Like that's another option too, because some of us will be willing to help.
Yeah,
Octo will probably just crack the wobblies at you, but
that's right. Well,
some of us are friendly.
Well, that's what I'm here for. What do they call it? Expectation management. Did I really wake up at 5:30? Is this our show or John's? It's probably our show. I'd go back to bed as well if I wake up to this.
That's for the markets. That's how far behind you are.
Octo, block your ears. So, boys and girls, what you really don't realise, Octo's actually quite helpful. So you can actually message him and ask him questions, and he can be helpful. He doesn't like anyone to know that, but he can. Particularly he's very helpful about Skylander knowledge.
That's all. Or manga. Don't tell about manga either.
Yeah.
Discord's free, isn't it? All goodwills from the United States have relocated to Australia since there are no more resellers there.
I saw the argument. I saw the argument that you can watch 10 1-hour videos on YouTube, and it takes you 10 hours to get all your information, or you can go to a 1-hour coaching session and get all the same information. Well, you could come here and ask in the comments. You can ask on Facebook. If you, like I said, I think I said last week, like the way I work is if I need to know how to post DVDs, I just go to YouTube and type in how to post DVDs.
Yeah.
Every man and his dog's made a video. Like, you know, you don't
How's
need
this
to.
coming out
You
next?
don't need to go to these scriptures, you know, YouTube channel and start from the start and work your way through. Like, you
Yeah.
can just type it in, and Bradley Does will have one on how to post DVDs, and if you like them, click on it.
Yeah. Like I learned to I put a new car actuator in my car door. You know, I've done things on the car and all sorts of things around the house and stuff. Just, if you need to know, just look it up on YouTube. So,
Yeah.
Or
That's
come
right.
into a
And, yeah,
live stream and ask someone.
And like Leanne and Wayno were saying, is that, you know, you just research when you hit a roadblock. Yeah, if you don't know how to put a stamp on an envelope, maybe reselling is not the best for you. But if you don't know how to set up, a dymo machine or, dymo templates for an address label, that's when you go to YouTube. Like that's genuine questions.
You got to do your research too. Like, don't just take one thing that someone says and take it and run. Like, if you look at some of my videos from a year ago, I was just saying like, oh, I just pump volume and Nautica's a great brand and all this sort of stuff, but stuff changes. Like you got to look at all different people's perspectives. Like it's not just like, oh, Blake said this, I better run my whole business off the back of what he said. Like it's not. Yeah.
Well, that's right. Everyone does different.
Yeah, and one don't spend a couple of hours trying to find a YouTube video to tell you how to link your Dymo for Excel up to the Wi-Fi. And then before you research and do the read the instructions that you can't.
What are you saying?
I was going to say, don't get me wrong. Like I don't think it's a bad thing to go into a coaching and mentorship group if it's the right people running it. Like sort of like what you were saying before with Discord. Like if you actually really want to level up, you can. And you find the right people to help you, then like I'm a good example. I have no motivation to do reselling. I just don't really care. So maybe if I went into one, it wouldn't actually be about learning. It'd more be about accountability.
Pick up the ass,
Yeah,
like and there's heaps. I don't know anything about tech, but he's well and truly got the runs on the board. So. And some people genuinely want to help and don't have the time to do it for free. Like,
right.
If you find the right people and they're charging for it, it might be actually worth it. But I don't know. I don't know who the right people are.
Yeah, and I think it takes a step further from what Wayno was saying is that, like we were saying in our video. Oh, that's unfortunate. What we were saying in our video was that, get the information you need, because a lot of these models are a month-to-month basis, right? So if you have to spend 3 months there, learning what you need to learn, get the account, like Wayno was saying, wants the accountability piece. He might be able to learn things that he can transfer into his workplace, or even just go, all right, look, Leanne, the Octopus, and Blake want to do it. We can do our own little accountability group on a Thursday for free. I don't need to do this. I've got everything I need out of that group. But just don't stay in there for the sake of, I suppose, drinking the Kool-Aid, for lack of a better word. But, just get in what you want and get out. Can you imagine Walmart or Amazon having to pay subscribers to teach you what they do? It's obviously if you're charging instructional videos, then you really don't have a great store. Well, like Wayne was saying, is that it's a case-to-case basis, but it'd be very, 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 very low percentage of people that can actually deliver on what they promise. So sounds like a scam, probably. I'm not paying for that now. I know. 6 a.m. doesn't even exist to me. Yep, I'm the same. Hey, Brooks, along with the stuff. How you going, mate? Good on John for setting up for free. Most people would think they're entitled to money for setting up one. Oh, it looks like Dory the Flipper just washed in. Spot on. Most women don't grow beards. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what Grumpy Granny falls into.
Yeah, she was growing it out a while ago, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Well, she was giving you a bit of a run for November, I think, Blake. That's pretty much.
I think so.
Here's a funny. Now that she's left the house, I think the coast is clear. The lady I live with started setting up her yard sale at 2 a.m. I died. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. 2 a.m. is a bit early. What about your thoughts on that, Wayno? Setting up for garage sale at 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't even do it. I was going to say, I do it the night before and just drag it out, in the morning.
Yeah, the audience you probably have at 2 a.m. is crackheads and drug dealers.
That's right. Yes. Well, you and I both, Chris, look at me. Like I said, look at my bald head. Mez is the same. Yeah, Octo's got a bald head. That's right. That's why I can say it. Harvey has a long Mexican hair, but he keeps it shaved to the stress because one of the inmates are referred to as the baboon butt. I had wild hair. Now that my nephew's cut it short, it normally grows back quick. Okay. Anyone meets him in the future, I never shared that. Well, I don't know. Unless Uncle Wayno is planning on traveling to Florida, I don't think you'll meet him.
They won't be going to jail in Florida either.
That's what you think.
Well, that's right. Anything. Octopuses has 12 thumbs. Yeah, well, that's right. Lots of little barnacles as well. Mine was 15 years of wearing a hat, slowly started going bald. Okay. There you go, Wayno. Keep away from hats, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, Brad told me.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know what happened to Granny. She's fallen over. Maybe it's a
laptop.
She's overheated, she said.
Oh, okay. I haven't got that far down yet.
Actually, just before she said she's been using the same keyboard for 31 years. How that's not even possible. Those keyboards wouldn't have even had
USB. That's right.
Plugs back then.
No, unless she's got the old little prong button ones that went to the back of your computer.
LPS bloody connection.
Yeah. So here you heard it here first. The Grumpy Granny. Oh, all right, Grumpy Granny. You have to talk. You have to explain yourself.
Correct. Correct. It does not have a USB plug on the end of it.
No, look at this.
I have to pause you on the other one. It doesn't have a USB plug on the end of it. It's got one of those old-fashioned little round one thingies.
Okay, well, there you go.
The computer I've got it plugged into, I built that, I don't know, maybe 20 years, 15 years ago at least, probably. It was the Ants Pants back in the day. It only runs Windows 7. I can't update it because the hardware's not, with it. So, yeah.
Yeah, crack out Doom. My policies are still there, but my search has been spazzy today. Yeah, well, a lot of things have been spazzy today.
Adam. Are you listing books, Adam? I hope.
I was waiting for that. As soon as the stories in the channel, Grady's going to get into it.
That's why I skimmed over you really quick, though. I was trying to get you away from Leanne, but keep you hiding.
Pitchfork.
I'll get a pet shark if I move to Australia. She'll help me list. Yeah, that's right. Well, there's a couple of great, probably hammerhead sharks are probably the better one for listing because they can see either side. So, Octo released a song, and I'll get the boys to share it around the school. You might get to 1K subs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll put it this way:
they did with me.
No one wants to listen to my singing voice. Morning, Mary. How you going?
You might be able to get one of those software things, an AI thing that tunes it up.
I'm going to need more than an auto tuner. I got
Morning,
the
Mary.
Skylanders. Thanks for the tip, Granny. Okay. I'll VPN and watch your videos and watch yours get up. Well, it's a race. What's yours on now?
My hours. I think I'm up at 1800.
You don't need to VPN of hours. They'll still count if you watch something twice. It won't if you sub twice.
Yeah, just sub twice to it. Click subscribe then unsubscribe. Help me out.
I don't think that works that way.
If you just make fake accounts and they're all from the same IP address, it'll only count one sub.
That's right.
But the watch hours will count. Watch it over and over.
Yeah.
Well,
I've got 1864.
So that's what I do with a lot of YouTubers that I stumble across. That like Wayno's movie channel and stuff like that. Yeah, I have it running in the background. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's helping him on the back end, like all those different things. Blake's videos. As much as I try and persevere with his face, I have to put it on the background and playing to an empty house.
God.
It's probably why Bob's gone rogue.
Probably, yeah.
Octo puts Blake on the Blake on when he goes out for the day, and now his dog absolutely hates Blake.
and that's a cavalier. It likes everyone. What does Octo look like? He's glowing. Well, it's my new beauty regime. You see, it's called natural
skincare
skin.
routine and
Yeah.
moisturizer.
I used to YouTube how to open and close baby strollers. Every family had a different contraption. Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
I agree with you there because they are so bloody hard to open.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Yeah, I've been stuck a couple of times with the grandkids when they're littler, and like the parents would give me the stroller or whatever, and I go off to the shops or whatever and get to the supermarket car park and can't bloody unfold the thing.
Yeah, so not that I condone this, and if Docs is watching, please don't. Oh no, on the second hand, yeah, do drag the kids away. I used to throw the stroller in the boot. Just I didn't care. It's not my problem to pull it down. Mary, because it's returned from the ocean. That's right. Well, I had a sun bath. Grumpy Granny. Everyone wants to eat Octo. Jeez.
Bit of calamari.
That's right. 365. He's pregnant. Okay.
That's a bit of a worry.
I know. Jeez.
I wasn't
Cool
careful.
down. Jazz, I missed the whole dang thing. Well, we haven't missed much, Jazz. we've been debating about Discord, like if it's free or it's paid. But it sounds like it's paid. Hit the like button. All my feedback disappeared. What's eBay doing? Probably stock standard everything. Yeah. Have you had any issues lately, Wayno?
Twice a week.
It'll come back. It'll come back.
No, I haven't had any. But yeah, there was that glitch we were talking about last night. Where if you click on someone's negative or they're neutral, you can actually see all the ones that have been removed. But it's only for some people's accounts. So there's actually a bloke. There's a bloke up in the Gold Coast. If you go and look at his, all these previous negatives and neutrals, and there's quite a few.
Yeah, no,
I was looking at the price of some books and found someone charging $500 express post to Australia from the UK for a book. Wow. I'll have a look. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Like it's crazy. I've seen some people like do a flat rate of $100, but yeah, that's more to deter people from buying it overseas, I think.
Yeah.
Octo and GG Rat would be so awesome.
I asked him, but he won't be in it.
No, well, I'll have to fit up Uncle Wayno, so maybe he could do the voice for me, and I'll just bob the head around.
You should hear Jeff's raps. Jeff's done a few, and he's only showed us privately. So Jeff used to be in a band, and he was a singer and stuff. And he's made these raps because I don't know if I should really say it publicly, but he plays this game online with these people in America, and he pretends he's American. So he's made these raps for them because he told them he was a rapper and stuff. They're so good. They are so good.
Are you meaning, Wayno, that like sometimes people online and on screen aren't actually who they appear to be?
Apparently, yeah. So yeah, I should try and convince him to release them because they're pretty good.
Oh, there you go. I'll just maybe Jeff could just sub for me. There you go.
That's very clever, Caven. Wave your tentacles in the air like you just don't care.
I'm glad that Granny didn't try and say that because it wouldn't have came with tentacles. I'm glad this accountability bit has zero accountability. Well, we've actually changed the name now because we did get too many complaints about us forcing accountability onto people. So
so now we just come on and talk rubbish. Well, not rubbish. All very good information.
That's right. Yeah, instead of it's not me. I'm out of labels.
It's not me either.
That was me.
It's not me. I don't sell anything. So.
Did you not see how guilty Wayno looked? He looked like he was dropping his guts.
I'll tell you what. I should mention, like every time I'm on here, I always say, "Oh, my store's a rabble." Blah blah blah. It is on fire at the moment. Absolutely on fire. It's bloody. It's good, but at the same time, I wake up and I'm like, oh god, I got to package all this crap up.
Well, I got a neutral feedback yesterday. So neutral feedback, and this is the comment, right? Beautiful beyond words. Absolutely gorgeous. Better than pictured. Wonderful service. 5 stars. Top seller. Love, joy, and laughter wrapped in sunshine hugs.
Well,
Did you get it removed?
I haven't yet. I asked them. I've messaged them and asked them to revise it first.
Just go straight to eBay. Because if
Okay.
you
Go to
use-
eBay, then it won't use that up a revision request.
Well, that's right. Like there you go.
So
Sarah,
contact
that,
them in the chat or do the revision.
just do the eBay through chat.
Okay.
'Cause,
Yeah.
I'll take it
Through
straight
chat.
off.
Or you can go through the their robot looking thing. I'll
Yeah,
send you
well,
the link. There's a feedback
Okay.
revision request you can do.
No, just go
They'll
straight
knock
to
that off
customer
straight
service.
away. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do both, but yeah, customer service will take it off because it's a positive feedback that should have been left as a positive. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I always ask the person first, and I find that it helps eBay decide whether or not
Yes. That's what I thought. If
Yeah.
I ask them, and
Oh.
even if they don't, even if they don't reply,
Yeah.
at least they can see that I've asked
Yeah.
them.
well, they say
Well,
that
no,
the eBay reps even say to you, I can see that you tried to
yeah. Oh,
see
yeah.
that you
No. Yeah,
do
I
this.
agree 100% with. I 100% agree with Wayno. What he's saying. Yeah. So if you get like a negative feedback that's negative in nature, by all means, reach out to the person and say, hey, look, yeah, what can I do better? Or yeah, I can take it back. Or yeah, engage in them in some capacity. But if it's a false positive or false neutral like Greeny does, I just go straight to customer service. I don't even worry about it. They'll just take it
Yeah.
straight off because it doesn't meet the guidelines for feedback. So
Yeah.
and what Blake was saying is that you've only got so many feedback revisions. I think it's is it 1,000 or 500 feedback, Blake?
it's 5 per year
1,000?
or 5 more every 1,000 feedback.
Yeah, so
So,
by sending
yeah,
them a
it's
feedback
not
revision
much.
to the person, you're wasting something that eBay is going to take off already.
Yeah.
So yeah, if it's
I'll
like
just
a really
save it in the
spicy,
case I get a negative. Like,
well, that's right. Yeah, if it's a negative and you can turn it around and make them happy and say, hey, look, I'm sorry, this is what's going on, and then you send the feedback revision from there, and they'll take it off. That's good. Or like Wayno was saying, approach them and say, hey, look, what can we do, and try and resolve it that way before going to customer service.
Yeah.
But if it's just a fake one where they've put the wrong button or something along the lines of that, just punch it off.
Yeah, I got this little thing I do every time if they're like they usually give you this spiel sometimes. It's like, we can't remove it because it's the buyer's experience and all that crap. And even if my listing had everything perfect, I'll just be like, so what about my seller protection? And then they're like, let me look into this for you. And then they're like, boom, gone. They say every time because it's like you throw that at them, and they usually, I just have a suck. I just tried.
I pretend I care about them and tell them I'm going to spare their family when I take over. That seems to work.
And I think that at my few experiences I've had with customer service too, I think if you pose things in a way or make comments in a way that makes them feel like you actually care about their time, like, I understand this is difficult for you, or, the different things you can word things. And I really appreciate you trying, and, I understand this is taking time and blah, 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 and make it all nice. They'll, more likely to help too.
Just butter them up, flirt with them a little bit. It works.
I do. I normally do the automatic feedback. When you're talking about you don't leave feedback, Wayne, is that just for stuff that you buy, or is that for buyers as well?
Stuff I buy.
Okay. But
I don't think it matters.
No, that's right. I don't think it does either. But like I've said before, is once you get to a certain threshold of your feedback, like 500, 600 or something along that, they might be a little bit too high. It kind of amplifies to people that you're probably not going to scam them. If you get to minus 403, that's probably you probably shouldn't be on eBay. But I do that. I basically, my automatic feedback is something along the lines of thank you for supporting the Octopus's world domination aspirations. That's what I do, and then
I do the similar thing. I do a similar thing. Mine just says,
thank him for my world domination aspirations.
No. Kind of. No, I just say thanks for shopping with at Grumpy Granny store and appreciate it. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Grumpy Jan. I lost 5 of my revisions yesterday.
What was that? You lost 5 of what?
My revisions.
Because
I haven't been doing much work in the last 6 months. Obviously, my feedback's over the last 12 months is less, so it's dropped down. And the last few times I've had feedback removed, they haven't even taken one off me.
No, I don't think they do.
No, they don't take it off if you get it removed.
Yeah, it's like when
I've
never added them. Yeah, so I've got I think I might be like the same boat as you went there, but I had 15 at one stage, went to 14. I think I'm at 9 at the moment. So, yeah, but like I said, I've had a few legitimate negatives returned because like they're just stark raving lunatics or otherwise, and that's never affected that number. Yeah, and I'm the same. That I'll actually, and I think to us, if Brad and Jazz are in this chat, they could probably correct me, but someone, and I'm pretty sure it was them, that mentioned that you don't reply to negative neutral feedback if you want eBay to take it off. I reply to all of it because straight off the bat, I'll reply straight away, and I've never had an issue having it removed by eBay after the fact. But like I said, I have seen it probably about 3-4 months ago. Someone did mention it in passing in one of their videos. But they said, look, don't reply to it because it makes it a bit more complicated to remove. It's not the case, and like Anthony was saying, is that it re-amplifies to the customer how you handle situations. And if it's a legitimate negative, I wouldn't get it removed. Like, I'm not that egotistical where I need 100%.
feedback. I'm the same. And this one didn't worry me because if anyone goes and looks at it, they're going to see the comment anyway. So it wasn't sort of like that I had to go and get it removed straight away.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't realize that the negative is still on your account. It's just masked. So if you actually go back to that transaction in your seller history, like where it's actually got like a little plus symbol or shaded in green, all those different things, you'll actually see it shaded in negative. It'll say you had negative feedback for this thing. So it's not actually, eBay's only masking it. So when you go back to customer service center and say, hey, look, I don't agree with this negative, take it off, your sales are still impacted because the negative still is there on the system. It's just that you can't see it and it doesn't affect it. So just be mindful of that. But definitely, if it's a warranted negative, if you did stuff it up, own it and just reply. So hey, look, I'll do something better next time or whatever you need to do. So.
Yeah, if you're gonna reply to it, like they'll remove it as long as you like go about it the right way. Like, don't be a tosser. Like, don't go like, well, you were in the wrong, this, that, the other, because they won't remove it if you do that. Like, they'll just
Wayno's not happy about his negative feedback.
G'day, Justin.
G'day, mate. How you going? Have to go out now. Lovely to chat to you. Okay, bye.
Thanks, Rachel. Bye.
All right, see you, Graham. Left mine on 2 responded that I was sorry that they couldn't tell the difference between. I have done that as well. I have done that. I won't say some of the products that I was selling because it's probably not for this time of the morning. Then I
Is that on your OnlyFans channel?
Well, Only Tentacles channel, where I actually told them what they could do with their feedback. But that was a younger Octopus, and I've learned a lot in the last 3 weeks. So I did not realize you could have feedback revisions. Someone's account. Interesting. And you can actually tell, and Jazz will say it up here, but you can actually tell how many times someone's used the feedback revision. If you go to their feedback, it'll say previous revisions used 2 or 3 or something like that. So that's why I tend to favor going to the customer service center because it doesn't show. So must have had been a shitty eBay support person when they said no because you responded to it, so we won't remove it. Well, there you go. Well, I was right. I didn't want to put words in people's mouths, but like I said, I always responded to it. I've never ever had an issue with it. So, and like Jada says numerous times, he just gets off and jumps back onto another person, and just keeps going until it gets removed. So. Yeah.
Just persevere. I've been through sometimes like 8 representatives until I get someone that'll remove it. But someone will eventually. And like if no one does over chat, then I'll get them to call me. I'll have a sook on the phone instead, and it'll get I'll usually side with me.
Just send them a photo of your face. Send them a photo of your face, mate. Your feedback will go pretty quick.
I'm just a child. I'm just a child.
I hacked into my mum's eBay account. I don't know what I'm doing. Get the feedback off. Good, mate. We're still alive. We're still here. So you're good to go for tomorrow, Shane?
Yeah, tomorrow's all good, Shane.
Always privately message first. Anything to see the customer will remove it from themselves. Yeah, and that's right. Like I said, that if it's if you have done something legitimately wrong, reach out to the customer. Don't go behind their back. But if they're like some of the feedback that I've had over the years, where they're just like stark raving lunatics and scream at you in capital letters, check first if it's a message from Granny, and if not, just move on to like I said, it depends on your situation because I'm a bit hot-headed Octopus, and if someone rubs me the wrong way, I'll probably retaliate in kind. So I'm probably not going to get the feedback removed if I do that. We need a true reselling parody channel. Imagine the setup: a Philippine call center and one angry. Oh, yeah, you need to move over to go check out Diary of a Flipper because that channel is pretty much made for you.
It's a pisser.
Hello and thank you for calling eBay. Can I have your name, Octo? Yeah, no, I think Diary of a Flipper's already beat me to the punch, but definitely go check out his channel if you're into that kind of stuff.
You see my ugly mug on there now too.
Blake's getting
There's a
around.
good video.
Keep thinking he changed name Soda. Yeah, well, actually, I was in his live the other day and worked out how they called it Soda City because I thought there must have been like the Coke factory there or something. But yeah, by the sounds of it, it was probably the other kind of Coke factory where he is.
Okay.
Soda tomorrow's great. Is Charlie Brown always started the world end because tomorrow's in Australia? Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So if we're still
you
here, you're safe for another day.
Well, that's right.
Good morning,
Sue's
Sue.
News. If you can make it online selling these, you're an entrepreneur, period. It doesn't matter who you learn reselling from. Yeah, that's right. Like, I think I argued in the last podcast, they're all blending to one now, really. I can't remember, but I think, there's a clear line between entrepreneur and romanticizing about reselling that I think a lot of people just get sold a reselling dream where they think it could be just a case that, hey, look, it's easy. I just go buy this from the thrift store or the op shop. I'll just put it on eBay and off I go.
It ain't glamorous.
No, but like I said, that's not to take away from anyone. If they want to call themselves an entrepreneur, like I really don't care for names or tags or anything like that. Yeah, if you wanted to call yourself, Blake, I don't know why anyone would call themselves that, but hey, if you want to, but like I said, that it's just a case of that. You probably just need to be true to yourself. It sounded like a bit watery, but yeah, that's what my thoughts are. Subscribe to Octo's channel if you haven't already. Oh, God, you're trying to make me beat you, aren't you, Granny? Nurse the Flipper, yeah. If you make a new way to resell or sell a platform, then you're an entrepreneur. Yeah,
yes.
Well, that's right.
Agreed. Yeah.
Because I think like I said, this is not to take away from anything, but my personal stance of entrepreneurship is something what Jazz has said. There's nothing wrong with being a reseller or being a small business owner or all these different things. It's just don't try and glam it up. Like if you if you need a fancy job title or all these different things, maybe you need to go back to the office and do a work from there. So I don't know. Each to their own. Do whatever you want. I don't care. I'm just sick of changing diapers and chasing toddlers. Reselling seemed the best option. Oh, well, what's right? Well, it's like the nursing home. Yeah, they're sick of changing diapers as well, aren't they, Granny?
They are very sick of changing diapers.
Not too many toddlers, but a few diapers.
Yeah.
Well, there's one behind her, so.
I really feel like I need to be recording a new video. Creative funk is a real thing. And that's right. That's why we run lives and a podcast that goes nowhere.
This one, I've got to give this baby
no worries,
a bath.
Wayno. Thanks for coming on, mate.
Yeah. Thanks, Wayno.
Call myself a bookseller and a hoarder. Yeah, well, like I said, that whatever makes you feel happy about yourself. Like, it's just not sound derogatory the way it came out, but yeah, like I said, if you want to call yourself an entrepreneur, call yourself an entrepreneur. But I think it's just that your definition might vary.
Yes, you are.
People.
No, I'd put it the other way around. You are a hoarder who sells the occasional book.
Oh, there you go. Look, you've been told off by Greg. Wayno's done. All right, I think we'll wrap it up. I think we've been going for an hour and a half. No wonder Wayno ran away. He needs his nicotine hit. But I did see pop up that Pure Hustle podcast is currently live. So if you haven't had enough of bald-headed people such as myself, chuck across them because I do watch them frequently, and Granny's a big fan. So by all means, jump in there and say Grumpy Granny sent you across because she's a big fan. But other than
that, Lisa, so you know, it's a vintage Netta baby doll. And of Asian extraction. I'm not quite sure which.
I was going to say, is it Chinese or something?
Yeah, because they made them that they were all, they made a lot of different ethnic dolls, they're the first ones to do it. And this one is classed as an Asian one, but I'm not entirely sure which particular place it comes from yet.
Well, in the next episode, we're going to talk about how Grumpy's Granny's nursing home is now haunted.
Okay, look forward to that, I think.
Have a great week, everyone. See you next week. We'll see you next week, Maz. But we'll thank you for everyone stopping by. And like I said, we'll probably slither off now. We've had a few people in the chat today, which is good. It's always good to see new faces and say hello to everyone. Thanks to Uncle Wayno and Blake for popping on. Grumpy Granny for turning up somewhat respectable late today.
I wasn't late. I just talked too much beforehand.
Oh, that's right. I forgot what to do. But yeah, like I said, go check out Shane Soda City Flips channel. He's just clicked over the 1,000 kilometers, 1,000 subscribers.
1,000 kilometers.
Yeah, there you go. He's got me thrown. He does a reselling podcast. What is it? The Locker Room podcast, Shane? Is that what it is? I'll just say yes.
Oh, is that? Oh, okay.
That was with Rocky Top. It's a bit unhinged. So speaking of lives, thanks for stopping by mine on Monday night. It was a good time celebrating that. Yeah, that's right. That's right. More than happy to jump out. Like I said, I quite enjoy watching a few videos. I think I came from yours originally through Chris or One Foot Flip Page's videos. That's how I found your channel. So, but no, it's good to get to 1,000. Yeah, well, have a good day. There you go. The Reseller Locker Room podcast.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so Granny's going to quickly find it. There you go. There's your YouTube channel if you want it that way inclined. Obviously, their podcast is not as horrible as ours. So, we've really taken the spot for the worst reselling podcast. Rock on. Thank you. We're trying to, but yeah, Granny keeps putting links in the chat. I've got to keep dribbling on to make her give her that extra, give her arthritic little hands some extra time to pop things in the chat.
Find it, yeah. I'm just about to do it.
No, there we go. There we go. Oh.
There you go,
Shane. There you go, Shane. You can tell Rocky Top that I've done it for him. But anyway, but thank you very much for popping on.
Dave, and the reason we have to wrap it up. The reason we have to wrap it up is like I've had to put up with him for an hour and a half now, but what you don't realise is that this afternoon we record the podcast that gets released next week. So I basically have to spend all day talking to Octo anyway, so, I'm going to have a rest in between.
Poor thing. The only reason I'm here is for mediation.
I was about to say, I know who the poor one is. I know who the poor person is.
Blake, quick, give a plug to November. Quick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right, quick before I bore of you.
You can find the link and all that sort of stuff if you want to help in my Instagram and all that sort of fun stuff there if you want to help support men's health. And I've got a big thing planned for the end of it to sort of help it all go a little bit further and take us to the next level. So
that's right.
So
it's
good if you get involved.
So who are you on Instagram? Because you got Babyface Place.
Yeah, Life of a Reseller. Life of a Reseller on Instagram. But if you go to Diver Flipper's channel too, he's also running a giveaway. So everything that every entry is $1. I think it is unlimited entries or whatever, and 100% of it goes to my November campaign.
It goes to me.
Yeah, me, all me. Straight to the campaign, which is really great. So yeah, it's awesome, and appreciate the support. We nearly hit the goal already. So
yeah, well, I was about to say, K-Farm, I'm losing my voice now, and that's not going to bode well for the podcast this afternoon.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yes,
I need to go back to the ocean for a little bit. But thank you everyone for popping by, and but like I said, slither over to the Pure Hustle podcast if that's your thing. Say those two bald men, a fellow bald octopus and a grumpy granny sit over, and we'll see you again next week. Oh, Blake's dying. You finished dying yet? No, he's trying to make it about himself.
I know.
All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Cheerio.